Sports. Straight ahead, we've got what should be an interesting matchup between the Indianapolis Colts and the Oakland Raiders. So with that, let's get out to the East Bay in Oakland, California. On the call, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to... Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is taken at his 4. And an alley to run. He's at the 50, 20, 10, 5, and almost coast to coast. A great return marked out all the way at the 2.
All right, let's give credit where credit is due. How about that return? Great blocking, great vision, all the way down to the 2-yard line. The only person who has to be upset.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And they're in on the first play from scrimmage. Our crew and you and I, we better strap in here.
That's what's commonly known as quick strike. Points on the board. This could be a fun game.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field. And leading them, Charles, their quarterback, their field general.
And this could be a whole lot of fun because if his game plan goes into effect early, we're going to see some shots downfield, aren't we? What did he talk to us about? Stretching the field. Wants to open things up for not just his receivers, but for anything underneath.
Well, that was the theme, the front page of the sports section. What the columnist write? Possible air raid. So we'll see.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how the coaches view that, right? Who gave what game plan? I think it's pretty obvious, though. That'll help them win.
Give them 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Yeah, the offensive starters here for the Raiders.
And the schedule makers have given them a little break right here. Back-to-back home games, and they won last week. So they're trying to make it 2 in a row before they hit the road next week. They have to take advantage of this break in the schedule.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Darius Leonard, the linebacker, able to break that one up. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Looking to throw. Freeman. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. Oh, he sheds himself free. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
This Colts D up to the challenge, so and he's in! Touchdown, Raiders! It's their quarterback. Touchdown number 18 on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. So he's able to sneak it in, and credit to the guys up front.
Oh, without a doubt, because they have the leverage on this play. We always talk about low man wins and one-on-one battles. That's exactly what happened there. Their offensive line lower than the defensive front.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is taken at his 4. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. Here's a first down throw that's complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Back to throw. Andrews. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Tight end Irv Smith, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. And he'll give it here to his running back. Past the 20. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
On second down, Whitfield. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. Now right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And here's Andrews on 1st and 10. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Gonna give this time to the tailback. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Andrews now from the gun on 3rd down. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. On second down now, it's Collier. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. It's no secret that this is a team that's built on passing, but as you always tell me, you have to throw the run in there every now and then to keep that pass sharp.
Yeah, you have to, because otherwise, if they never have to worry about running the football, it is just a controlled sprint to your quarterback, and eventually you're calling on your backup quarterback.
But they got to do better than that last go-around. They went in the wrong direction. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Had to pass there, third and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for third and short, because when it's third and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started, and they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. 30, the 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A big play there. 88 yards, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And Charles, I had an offensive coordinator tell me one time that they designed every play to score. I don't know how true that is, but he had to run a long way after that catch. Heck of a play.
I think that when he was telling you that, he was designing run after catch in every play. I mean, that's the only way to put it in there, and that's what we got on that one. Nice catch, an even better run for big yardage.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Defense, keep it up, guys. Check.
Now a handoff here to his running back. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, but they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be third down and about the length of the football. On third down, Hicks. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that first down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out. On first down, Collier. takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. The Colts on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Andrews throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. So out come the Raiders. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front. Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display. They'll run on first down. Eccles, and he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37. Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area. He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Off the play fake. Freeman. Bryant has it. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. Nothing flashy there. The slant to the slot. Oh, and the frustration for the defensive guys, because it's a quick play, and you know it's going to be a bang play in terms of the throw and the catch, and then he's able to absorb the contact and complete it.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today.
On first down, Eccles. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. To throw on second down, Freeman. Complete to Kelly. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 42. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone. So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone. This quarterback now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They run the counter. Whitfield, and tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. On 3rd down, Eccles, and he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Here we go. I got 11.
Back to throw. Freeman. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. A 7-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to regain the lead. And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half. Yeah, great job to put themselves in front, and now See on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. So that one, a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. Now, he's having himself a little bit of a banner game. His team right now, though, losing.
Needs a little bit of help, and I kind of equate it to a basketball game where you have the big score, and sometimes your strategy is, okay, he can go ahead and have all of his points. Let's hold down everyone else, and that's the way you win the game. And right now, he needs everyone else to start scoring, quote-unquote, as he's been.
Yeah, and he's hoping to keep it close so maybe they can keep it on the ground, not start to go through the air as much. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw. Andrews rolling. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Now Andrews looking to throw on 2nd down. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
60 outlaw.
To throw is Andrews on 1st down. And this one complete to Smith. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Hi again, everybody. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the league here in the unofficial midway point.
Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Here we go on 2nd and 12. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
It is hard in zone coverage to stop a curl route because when they see it, they just try and find the open spot and sit down.
Yeah, we always talk about finding the soft spot in the zone. What's the key to doing that? How do you do it?
You have to read what the coverage is. Is it 2 deep? Is it 3 deep? Because then you know where the linebackers are going to drop, what spots on the field they naturally get to, and you find that open space, and then you're in sync with your quarterback. He should be reading the exact same thing, and they put the ball right on you.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Freeman. It's caught by Bryant. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Here we go. 30 base.
Let's go heavy. Let's go heavy.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another 1st down at the Colts 35. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think that's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle.
And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. In for the score. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
So the drive there took 6 plays, and it ends with an Oakland touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. And he'll give it here to his running back. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
With that kind of run on first down, that's a winning type of a run. That just sets things up for them moving forward as they begin the drive.
Ready, ready. Turn to sir. Come this way, Here we go, here we go.
Andrews off the play fake. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Collier. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a third down.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And here's Andrews operating from the gun. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
Come on, set. 60 on. Get it.
They'll run on first down. Hicks. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
A 4-receiver look here. 3 out to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49, a gain of just 2. Andrews now to throw on third down. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And he's taken down inside the 30.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can right-foot it.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Set, ready? 60 Pittsburgh. 54. I got it. Ready?
To throw on second down. Andrews firing quickly here, and that's complete. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. to throw. Andrews, complete. Smith has it. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
At first glance, I thought he just used his size in order to win the route, but he also had a little subtle move in there as well. Made the defender think he was going one direction and was able to track the ball in another.
This quarterback now 12 of 15 throwing the ball, 80% so far, and it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Andrews. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on 1st down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away. Throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. Back now in the East Bay. It's the Colts, so they've got the football, but they've got work to do, trailing here as we begin the 4th quarter. Now Andrews from the gun on 3rd down. It's caught. Smith. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year, as his guys are back within a single score. He's having a nice little game. Maybe already has an eye on that 3rd touchdown.
And how about what our producer, Christian McLeod, likes to say when they've scored touchdowns like this? He's put a tent up in Touchdown City.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Raiders now to take over. Their win streak at 6 coming in and counting as they've got the lead right now beginning this drive 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down. Freeman. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Freeman. Oh, he's got a man wide open. Complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And he will find his man on the outside. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. On 2nd down, Whitfield. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means it might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them, because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
To throw is Andrews. Throwing on first down. Over the middle, complete. It's Collier. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Andrews, off play action. Out to his left. He'll try and run it. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
2nd down and inches. Sliding out of the pocket. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Andrews. He's got Smith here. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. The passing game for the Colts finding its stride, another first down. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
A throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. That's going to be caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it 2nd and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. The 10-play drive that time. And the result for the Colts is a touchdown. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. There in the 4th quarter in Denver. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Carson Wentz, a single touchdown pass to this point in that one. Throwing to start the drive. Freeman. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the 2nd quarter, he may very well have run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Look at me. Go on.
On 2nd down now. Eccles. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. Boy, missed tackles. That could be their downfall, Charles.
Yeah, they actually let him out of bounds there, and instead of the clock continuing to run, they let him out, and it turned into another timeout for him. Not good at all.
Looking to throw. Freeman. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down. Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, partner. They have all 3 timeout.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use their timeouts.
Over the middle, it's complete. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Ready?
65.
On first down, Eccles. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
Here we go. 50, plant.
They'll keep it on the ground. Eccles. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on third down. They run the counter. Eccles. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the third down play.
We can't be totally sure that that was by design, but we do know that a lot of kickers like the ball on the right hash in order to kick the field goal.
Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. And his kick is indeed good. And the Raiders escape with a victory. A little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for the Raiders, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Denver Broncos.